So, Sam and Grace are going on a sailing trip tonight.
Are you satisfied now?
No, Eve. I won't be satisfied until Sam and I are back together.
It'll never happen.
Yes, it will, Eve. Tonight on the boat, Sam and I are going to make passionate love again.
You're never going to make love to Sam on that boat. It's a sick fantasy that is never going to happen.
You know, Eve, I recall you telling me a few months ago that you would never betray Grace to help me get Sam, and yet you just did.
I didn't have any choice.
No, that's not true. You chose to help me rather than ruin your own life by making me go public with those photos of you and Julian, or that most unattractive mugshot the police took of you way back when for doing God knows what.
Well, then fine. I made my choice, and now Sam is going to make his, and he is never going to choose you over Grace.
Don't you know by now that I always get what I want? And I want Sam, and I will have Sam tonight. Sam still loves me. I know he does. I'd be in his arms right now if it weren't for Grace. Not that I have anything against her personally, it's just Sam has this need to be faithful to her, and it is so frustrating. That's all.
My heart bleeds for you, Ivy.
I was Sam's first love, his one true love. Being with Sam isn't about betraying Grace. It's about being true to our love, to ourselves.
I need you to leave, Ivy. I have to get to the hospital.
Not so fast, Eve. We're not finished here yet.
Oh, no. I kept up my end of the bargain. I told you where Sam was. What more do you want?
I want you to keep Grace from getting on the boat with Sam.
No, I'm not going to do it, Ivy. Grace and I are like sisters, and I'm not going to betray her for a second time.
I am so tired of your pointless posturing. We both know you're going to buckle under like you always do. So quit wasting my time and get busy stalling Grace.
How, Ivy? I am trained to save lives, not ruin them.
I don't care how you do it. Lie to Grace. Lock her in the cellar and shoot her full of drugs. I don't really care. Just keep her off the boat and leave the rest to me.
Grace is such a trusting, good-hearted person.
Which makes your job ever so much easier.
I feel like a Judas.
Eve, put this in perspective. The most Grace is going to lose is an occasional night of lovemaking with Sam. You, on the other hand, you stand to lose everything if I go public with those photos. Your husband, the love and respect of your children, your career, everything.
I hate this.
And I hate having to repeat myself. So, for the umpteenth time, are you going to help me keep Grace off of that boat? Or, am I going to have to go public with your not so Puritan past? My, Eve. I do believe you want to hit me.
Oh, no, Ivy. I want to kill you.
No.
Sorry to disturb whatever sick fantasy you're having, but I thought you should know I'm going away for a few days.
And miss the governor's ball. How unlike you, darling. You who live to see and be seen with the elite meet.
Well, something more important came up.
What, pray tell?
I don't ask you where you go when you disappear for days on end. What right do you have to ask me?
You're up to something.
Whatever makes you think that.
Because if something important had come up, There'd be a caravan of camels waiting to take your luggage to the airport, yet you only have a small overnight bag barely big enough to pack your war paint. Now tell me, what's going on?
Goodbye, Julian.
Off with one of your boyfriends, How wonderful. I'll have every reason to divorce you, and Father will back me all the way.
Whatever you say, Julian.
I'll nail your hide to the wall. I will strip you. All your perks and privileges.
Would you really do that?
With relish. Now you tell me what you're up to, or I'll find out myself.
All right, Julian. You might as well know the truth. I am going away with my lover.
Is that so?
Yes, it is. He's not rich, you see, so we are going to have to rough it. We're going someplace where there's no room service, no valet parking, no amenities whatsoever. That's why I don't need all my usual clothes and jewelry. It'll just be the two of us, surrounded by nature, eating simple foods that I've helped prepare. You see, Julian, I love him so much that I am willing to give up all of this just to be with him, and that is the God's honest truth.
I must give you credit, darling. You really had me going there, but as usual, you overplayed your hand. You wouldn't risk breaking a nail opening a tin of caviar, much less risk all this for love. Now you're going to some trendy spa for a deep massage. Pity that's enough to satisfy you these days.
Oh, Julian. You know me so well.
Yes, you're right. I do. Have fun being manhandled.
I plan to. I plan to have more fun than I've had in years.
Grace? Grace? Something tells me this is going to be a trip I'm going to remember forever.
Oh, I am going to make you love me again, Sam. Starting tonight.